See that I will give you one problem. Find normality when 45 grams of oxalic acid present in 500 ml of solution. So we need to calculate the normality. So here what is the solute present here? 45 grams of oxalic acid is present in 500 ml of solution. We have to calculate its normality. Okay. What is normality formula? Normality is equal to, we know very well, normality formula, weight by gram equivalent weight, GW. GW means gram equivalent weight into 1000 by ml, P in ml, 1000 by volume of the solution in ml. Okay, so this is the important formula. So the values, weight, in the question they given, oxalic acid weight. Weight of oxalic acid. Oxalic acid formula H2C2O4. H2C2O4 is called oxalic acid. How much weight they given in the question? 45 grams. Okay. Now, oxalic acid H2C2O4 is the acid. For acids, gram equivalent weight do you want to calculate means what is the formula? Gram molecular weight by N factor. N factor for acid means number of H plus ions it will be. So whenever oxalic acid is present in its solution, it will be ionized to give 2H plus ions. C2O4 2 minus. That's why what is the N factor? In brackets. N factor is equal to 2. What is the gram molecular weight of oxalic acid? 2 hydrogen atoms are present. Its weight is 2 grams. 2 carbon atoms are present. 12 plus 12. 4 oxygen atoms. 4 into 16. Then just you add. Then we will get gram molecular weight. Of H2C2O4 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 2 into 12 plus 4 into 16. Then if you are adding that all up, then we will get 90. Gram molecular, not 100, 90. 2 plus 24 plus 64. 90. Okay. Now 90 grams. So the gram molecular weight. Now in that case, gram equivalent weight of H2C2O4. What is the gram equivalent weight of H2C2O4? Actually, gram equivalent formula what ma? Gram equivalent weight formula is equal to gram molecular weight of oxalic acid by N factor of oxalic acid. How much? 90 by 2 is equal to 45. 90 by 2 is equal to 45. Now gram equivalent weight is known, weight is known, volume. Volume of solution. V is equal to 500. Now tell me what is normality? Normality is equal to, substitute the values, 45 by gram equivalent weight of oxalic acid. How much we got? 45 into 1000 by 500 ml. Then what is the answer? 2 normal. Yes, Abjal, very good. Abhay, you said 4 wrong. Two times you will cancel. Yes, ma'am. Maruti, let's see. Listen. This is the formula. What is the formula for normality? Normality formula is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight of solute. Yes, ma'am. 2 equivalents per liter. Nischal, very good. Listen, everyone. Once again, somebody have doubt how I calculated it. This is the formula: weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by volume of solution in ml. Okay, clear? Now, what is the weight of solute? What is the solute here? Solute is equal to oxalic acid. So oxalic acid formula we need to remember. Oxalic acid formula is H2C2O4. H2C2O4. Is it clear? Oxalic acid formula is equal to H2C2O4. Up to that it is clear. Then that oxalic acid N factor we want. What is N factor for acids? N factor for acids is equal to number of H plus ions. The acid can able to produce, when the acid is ionized into 100%, it can produce how many H plus ions is called N factor for acids. For bases, N factor is equal to number of OH minus ions. Already last class we discussed. So according to that, it is able to produce into H plus ion. That's why N factor is equal to 2. So you want the gram equivalent weight. What is the gram equivalent weight formula? Gram molecular weight by N factor. What is the gram molecular weight of H2C2O4? 90. So 90 by 2 is equal to 45. Volume is equal to 500 ml. So total values, weight you know, substitute 45. Gram equivalent weight, already here we calculated 45. 1000 by volume 500 ml. After simplification, we will get 2 normal. Understood? Anyone have doubt? Clear? Maruti. Maruti, understood? Yes, ma'am. See. So like that, we are calculating normality. Okay. See, I will give you one more simple question related to normality. It's very easy, ma'am. One more question. Find normality. Okay, find N. When 98 grams of H2SO4 present in 250 ml of solution. Present in 250 ml of solution. Let's see. First, normality is equal to weight by thousand by volume. Weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by V in ml. Okay, is clear? So just weight, you know, 98 grams. Gram equivalent weight we want H2SO4 is equal to N factor for acids. We know very well. H2SO4 able to produce 2H plus ions plus sulfate ion. That's why N factor is equal to 2. So what is the gram molecular weight of H2SO4? 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur, 32 oxygen. So according to that we will get 98 grams. The gram molecular weight of H2SO4 is 98. 98 by 2 is equal to how much, ma? 49. Gram equivalent weight is equal to 49. Now substitute the values. Four times 2, 8 normal. Okay. Like acids I gave. Sejal 1 normal, how we got? 98 by 49 into 1000 by 250. Yes, ma, Soundarya, very good. Yes, okay. So, like that we are calculating normality. Now listen. Important relations between normality and molarity. Relation between normality and molarity. We know very well. Normality is equal to gram equivalent weight into 1000 by V. This one. And similarly, molarity is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by V. Volume of solution. Okay, clear? Molarity, capital M. N means normality, capital M means molarity. Okay. Now 1 by 2 you do. Normality by molarity is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by V whole by weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by V. This 1000 by V, 1000 by V will cancel, W will cancel. Then normality by molarity is equal to gram molecular weight by gram equivalent weight. But we know that gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by N factor. Normality by molarity is equal to N factor. Gram equivalent weight is nothing but gram molecular weight by N factor. This gram molecular weight will cancel. Normality by molarity is equal to N factor. Then normality is equal to molarity into N factor. It is very important, ma. Normality is equal to molarity into N factor. Okay. So it is very important relation. What is the relation between normality and molarity? Normality is equal to molarity into N factor, or molarity is equal to normality by N factor. Normality by N factor. So however, we need to remember both. Okay, from this relation, I will give you one example and tell me the answer. Zero point 5 molar H2SO4. Find normality. So molarity they given, normality they are asking. So for this H2SO4, n factor is equal to 2. Therefore, normality is equal to molarity into n factor. Let's see, molarity value substitute 0.5 into 2 is equal to 1.0 normal. So 0.5 molar H2SO4 is equal to 1 normal H2SO4. 1 normal H2SO4. Clear? The same way, for example, 2.5 molar NaOH. Normality is equal to, so for NaOH is a base, for bases n factor is equal to number of OH minus ions. Then n factor is equal to 1. N factor is equal to 1. Therefore, normality is equal to molarity into n factor. Means if n factor is equal to 1 means normality is equal to molarity. Very good, Seema. 2.5 normal only because n equal to 1. Understood? The same way, one more problem. See, calcium hydroxide is present. Maybe 4 molar calcium hydroxide we have. 4 molar calcium hydroxide. Find normality. Find normality. So in that case, calcium hydroxide will be ionized to give Ca plus 2 plus 2 OH minus. So n factor is equal to 2. N factor is equal to 2. Therefore, normality is equal to 4 into 2 is equal to 8 nano. So like that, relations are important. So normality value they given means we are able to convert it into molarity. Molarity value they given means we are easily converted into normality, because normality is equal to molarity into n factor. What is n factor? N factor is different for different types of compounds. For acids, n factor is equal to number of H plus ions. For bases, n factor is equal to number of OH minus ions. For salts, n factor is equal to total positive charge or negative charge. The magnitude of total positive charge or negative charge for salts. Similarly, for ions, means for ions, positive ions or negative ions, n factor is equal to magnitude of charge. Magnitude of a charge. So again, n factor calculations we will discuss in redox reactions chapter. But however, just a few examples you have to remember. Okay? For detail, we will discuss in the further chapter. Next. Let's see important relations related to normality. Important relations related to normality. The first one is same kind of solutions mixed, same kind of solutions are mixed, then resultant normality is equal to, same kind of solutions are mixed, then resultant normality is equal to N1V1 plus N2V2. So how many kind of solutions are mixed? The normality into its volume plus N2V2 plus V1 plus V2 plus so on. That is the resultant. Same formula also we have discussed in terms of molarity. Let's see number of equivalents. Normality is equal to number of equivalents by volume in liters. So number of equivalents is equal to normality into volume of solution in liters. Next, third one. In terms of weight by volume. Weight by volume percentage into 10 by gram equivalent weight. And another relation, in terms of weight by weight percentage, normality is equal to weight by weight percentage into density of the solution into 10 by gram equivalent weight of solute. Gram equivalent weight of a solute. Next, for dilution law. For dilution, in terms of normality, N1V1 is equal to N2V2. N1V1 is equal to N2V2. So these are the different kinds of relations in between in terms of normality. In terms of normality. See here one important formulas for acid and bases are mixed. Then what is the resultant normality? The next one is if acid and bases are mixed, then mix. So in that case, what is the resultant normality? See here, three conditions will come. Let Na is equal to normality of acid, Va is equal to volume of acid. Similarly, Nv is equal to normality of base and Vd is equal to volume of base. See, acid and bases just we are mixing means they becomes neutralized. The resultant solution is going to neutralization. But sometimes the strength of acid and its volume is same, is equal to the strength of base and volume of base. Then the resultant solution is becomes neutral. But sometimes acid strength is more or basic strength is more. In that case, what is the resultant normality? The resultant normality is depends on three conditions. The first one, if normality into volume of acid is more than normality into volume of base, means first Na into Va just you do. That value is more when compared with normality into volume of base. Then the resultant solution has acidic nature. What is the resultant nature of solution? My acidic nature, because acidic strength is more when compared to basic strength. Therefore, resultant normality is equal to, because acids are present means it is acid strength is also equal to H plus ions concentration is equal to normality is equal to NaVa minus NbVb by Va plus Vb, the total volume of the solution mixture. The second condition, NbVb value means basic strength is more than acidic strength. The resultant solution has basic nature. So the resultant solution has basic nature. Therefore, the resultant normality is also equal to OH minus ions concentration is equal to NbVb minus NaVa by Va plus Vb. Third condition, NaVa is equal to NbVb. Then the resultant solution is neutral. Solution is neutral. Neutral nature means what? Now pH is nothing but H plus ions concentration is equal to negative logarithm of H plus ions concentration is called pH is equal to 7. If pH is equal to 7 means exactly it is neutralized solution. Therefore, H plus ions concentration is equal to OH minus ions concentration is equal to normality is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7. 10 to the power of minus 7. Again, this concept we will discuss in acid-base concept. Acid and bases in equilibrium or chemical equilibrium, in that chapter will come. There again we will discuss detailedly. But however, you have to remember. So in term for neutralized reactions means exactly for acid and bases are exactly neutralized. What is the formula? NaVa is equal to NbVb. For acidic strength is more when compared to basic strength. The resultant normality formula is equal to NaVa minus NbVb by Va plus Vb. For basic strength, resultant normality is equal to means the resultant solution has more basic, then OH minus ions concentration is equal to normality is equal to NbVb minus NaVa by Va plus Vb. The related examples we will discuss in further chapters. Otherwise, you solve in objective material. In objective material also related problems are there. If you have any doubts and ask me. Okay, next. One small concept is left in this basic concepts of chemistry, that is limiting reagent concept. Is very important for subjective exams, for statement they are asking, and objective for calculations of stoichiometric equation. This concept will help a lot. The concept is very small and very easy, but it is the key point. Limiting reagent. What is limiting reagent? Limiting reagent means generally so many chemical reactions, if you are observed that the reactants, some of the reactants has more quantity, excess of quantity are present, then the reactant cannot react completely. The reactant cannot be completely react. Means some amount of reactant is left in the chemical reaction. Okay. So many chemical reactions having excess of reactants. reactants present. Excess of reactant present, it cannot completely react. Hence, some amount of reactant left. Some amount of reactant left. See, that is one kind of statement. So, in any chemical reactions, if you are observed, some of the reactant which is in more quantity, that reactant cannot be completely converted into product. Means some amount of reactant is left in the chemical reaction. But another reactant, another reactant is completely reacted and converted into product. And the other reactant is completely reacted. Completely reacted. So in that case, the reactant which is completely reacted or completely consumed is known as limiting reagent. So in such reactions, the reactant which is completely reacted or consumed, known as limiting reagent. What is the importance of limiting reagent? See, this concept I will give you one small example. According to that example, we can solve these questions very easily. We can identify the limiting reagent very easily. So, what is the limiting reagent, ma? The reactant which is completely reacted or consumed, known as limiting reagent. By using limiting reagent, what is the importance of limiting reagent? According to the limiting reagent, so it is based on limiting reagent, shortcut LR. Limiting reagent, the amount of product formed, we can determine. We can determine the amount of product formed by using limiting reagent concept. So the amount of product formed depends on limiting reagent quantity. The amount of product formed determined, we can determine or depends on number of moles of limiting reagent. See, how to determine the limiting reagent? So, for determination of limiting reagent, first the given number of moles of reactants just we need to write that divided by their stoichiometric coefficients. Among that which is lower value, it is called a limiting reagent. See, small example. See one small example. Four moles of magnesium carbonate reacts with 6 moles of HCl. Find volume of CO2 formed. So the amount of volume of CO2 formed depends on limiting reagent. So first for calculation we need to write balanced equation. MgCO3 magnesium carbonate plus HCl, the product is MgCl2 plus CO2 plus H2O. Now we need to balance here, 2 chloride atoms are there, then 2 moles. Now it is balanced. So here 1 mole, here 2 moles of HCl is present. But given how many moles? 4 moles of MgCO3 given, and here 2 moles they given. Now to determine limiting reagent, we need to divide by their stoichiometric coefficients. What is the stoichiometric coefficients of MgCO3? 1, and HCl 2 by 2. So in the question, how many moles they given? 6. It is 3, it is 4. This is lower value. Hence it is limiting reagent. So in this question, the limiting reagent is HCl. Therefore, HCl is limiting reagent. Now balance that stoichiometric 2 moles. HCl produce 1 mole CO2.